everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to where you're at in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is Strike 95, and it's great to see you guys here today. So welcome. This would be the first airliner flight that I've done for MSFS for quite some time on stream. I think the last airline flight I did was with the 737, and that was during the first Firefly Airstream I've ever done. So it's been a long time coming. It's great to see you guys here, and we're here at Bristol Airport, Echo Golf Golf Delta. And I have a very special treat for all of you guys today. So we're gonna do a DC-6 flight. We're heading to a really cool airport here in Austria. I guess you guys probably know the place we're visiting. Yeah, we're visiting Innsbruck today. For guys who don't know anything about Innsbruck, it's featured one of the most scenic approaches in all of Europe, and maybe one of Europe's most dangerous airports, at least for commercial aviation. But yeah, it's great to have you guys here. Let's go over the plan. If you press !route, you can implement the flight plan here. This is based off SimToolkit Pro, but this is just a simplified flight plan that would be easy to implement on your DC-6 or any other plane. So we're going to take off from runway 9. From there, we'll be heading to waypoint Batum, then into waypoint CPT VOR. Then we'll be going from CPT, climb up to 15,000 feet in the DC-6, reach waypoint Conan, then visit the Dunkirk VOR. Then we travel through Belgium and a bit of Luxembourg into Germany with waypoint Papa India Tango Echo Sierra. Then we'll go into waypoint Kilo Romeo Hotel, Karlsruhe VHR, VOR DME. And then our last waypoint would be Bravo Alpha Tango Uniform Bravo waypoint. And then we do the Maid B1 approach in arrival. So we go here about 13,000 feet. Then once we do that, we're going to go through an RNAV approach through the mountains here below 175 knots, fly all the way there, and make our landing here at runway 08. So yeah, this should be a really good flight. It's a bit of a long one for a DC-6, but I mean, this is going to be my last stream until September 21st, so I want to make this a pretty special one. So coming to the chat, hello Super Typhon, great to always have you here. Hello Devil Dude, great to have you here. And Red Dragon, great to have you too. So let me show you the plane for today. So of course we're taking the DC-6, made by the wonderful folks at PMDG. This was actually their first plane for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, all the way back in 2021, I believe. When this plane came out back in 2021, it was the first true study level add-on added to the sim, was the DC-6. But this isn't your ordinary DC-6 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is a very special one. It debuted last Friday on Tuto Murphy's stream, and it is the Emerald Isla. This livery was created by Cyrus T, and I mean it's an absolute beauty of a livery. Now the name Emerald Isla actually came from one of the members of the Tuto Murphy community. He actually named it. His wife named it Jandrace, named the livery for. But I mean, it's an absolute stunner of a livery. The green, the black. I mean, it is a proper two-tone Murphy airliner for Firefly Air. I mean, the DC-6 was already stunning, but once you put this livery with it, yeah, you have an outstanding livery. The detail on this plane is just, it's amazing. Isla. Yeah, I guess Isla. Yeah, absolutely stunning livery. So yeah, this is also the first time I put up SimToolkit Pro back up here, if you notice to your top left. Now, I got the new version downloaded, so hopefully it won't cause my stream any issues. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this plane. Now, obviously, the frames are still a little slow because the DC-6 hasn't been fully optimized yet. Well, let's look at what's in the interior. So the interior, we have the two-tone Murphy good old seats. Just absolutely stunning seats. I mean, Cyrus T, I mean, he's so good with all the liveries and stuff. Oh, he's in the Carinella PC-12. Let me know if there's any engine bleed. Well, I don't have the Carinella PC-12 Red Dragon, so I don't think I can help you out with that. So let's go over to start the thing. So this is what your average DC-6 cockpit looks like. I mean, a lot of these buttons seem really scary. Nice cabin interior. Dryson, good to have you here. Check out Dryson's stream. I think he just did a flight from Vancouver all the way to Sydney a couple days ago. So definitely check out his channel. Yeah, this is the Douglas DC-6. Let's look at the interior. We have the cold and dark. So all of this is looking good. We can check in Vancouver to Sydney. That's the longest flight. Yeah, usually a plane from Sydney to Vancouver to Sydney, you would for a 7-3, you would have to go to Honolulu, then straight to another destination. You actually flew straight there. Usually in real life, you would have to take a big wide body to get there, because the distance of the Pacific Ocean is quite vast. So yeah. So let's look at. So before we get going, we're going to repair the engines. Remember, we had that big, massive 9-hour flight thing across Australia in this, so I need to service the props, top up the engine fuel, top up. Okay, everything looks good. The maintenance looks good. Now, what's really cool, is we can actually have this automatic flight artificial FE, AFE. We can do change the aircraft state if we need to, or do the AFE, but we're going to do the AFE. So let's do the before start AFE. So we're going to press this. And he's going to go through all the checks. Yeah, you had to do a fuel stop in Hawaii. Yeah, there's no way the 7-3 can make that range. Everything's looking good. See, all this has been done by the artificial flight engineer. So we're going to do the AFE to turn off. I mean, it's great that they have this AFE to make things easier. Okay. And I think he said it, yeah, to engine number, I think he's continuing to do it. AFE's already doing check. He's doing his AFE checks. So while we do that, we're going to go ahead and set up our route. Here's our route for any of you guys who want to know the route. So we're going to go flight plan. While he gets all this set up. Echo.
Seatbelts and pedals. Adjusted. Throttles.
Golf.
Propellers. Forward and 3.
Golf. Delta. That's Bristol.
Before start checks complete. Start engines.
E. No, not bad. It's bad. I. Bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing these slowly. I don't have. I could upload them, but the issue is I would have to reinvert the flight plan, so. So yeah, I want to ask you guys in the chat. I hope you guys have had a great week so far. So I finished up the slides for the first Route 66 journey a couple days ago. So that way, once I get back, I can just take it easy before I get to have to do it again. And yes, like. Sorry if I'm taking this a bit of a while. Like I said, doing these but manually does take a bit of time. So thank you guys for being patient. EIT. So yeah, there's some pretty big things going on in Flight Sim the last couple of days. X-Plane 12 Early Access came out. Now I was looking at it and I said to myself, is X-Plane worth buying for me? Like I wasn't really interested with X-Plane. Like don't get me wrong, I think some of the add-ons for are really really good. But I mean, I'm also just spoiled with Microsoft. That's probably how I feel. Ewald, if there's only Ewald, good to see you here. Just one more waypoint that sorry about being busy. Just trying that. LOW. Innsbruck. Perfect. Approach. In transitions. Load it in. Select approach. Sorry about that. And it is loaded. Okay, good. We got our procedures. Okay, we got everything loaded into the sim. So let me get back to the chat. I'm really sorry. So Ewald, if there's only a plane you would really want to fly it, I watched SimCity Drip to 71723 house stream yesterday. He went deja vu. Oh, I saw his stream last night. So SimCity was also just tumbling like crazy. When he did it. Let's start with the boost.
6.
Oh. Yeah, but I thought you easily missed MSFS scenery. Yeah, everything was good. So we just turn on our engines. So yeah, DC into to Innsbruck. You're brave men are foolish. Oh, I mean, I'll probably be brave. You know me. I mean, I can land airliners. I've landed airliners at like Paro, St. Martin. A DC-6 wouldn't be difficult, as long as you respect the cruise limits. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see if our. Oh. That's weird though. Yup. Oh, I need to adjust it.
3.
Okay. Okay, so engine number 4 is on. And we repeat for engines 1 and 2. So, we're gonna go ahead and same. Get engine number 1 started. So each of these 4 engines have to start separately in the DC-6. Hey, King Cobra, good to see you here. I was able to lie on, but I gotta go eat now. Or, hey, no worries, my friend. Like I said, Ewald, you're more than welcome to be here in the chat anytime. That's engine number 1 is up. Oh, look at those pretty engines. And finally, engine number 2. And we're done.
6. 9. 12.
Hey, we got all our engines started. Awesome. Awesome job, guys. So now that we got done with the engine, with the AFE, we're just gonna get ready to taxi. We're gonna go on, turn on the active start.
Off and off.
And we're gonna remove the gust. So,
Plane battery.
the gust lock has been removed, ETC has been cleared. We're ready to taxi. We're ready to head on out of here.
Ground power. Removed. After start checks complete.
We're going to set the aircraft ready to taxi. And remove the gust lock. And we're ready to head on out here. So our cruising altitude for this evening is going to be 15,000 feet in the Douglas DC-6. And our runway we're taking off here at runway number 9. Like I said, I apologize for taking a little bit longer to start, but I mean, the DC-6 is such a beast, it's gonna take a while to get this thing started. But at least it's great that PNG has this state saving thing you can do. That way, if you want to get a pick up and fly, you can definitely do that. I'm gonna go ahead and set the flaps. Hey, Dougal, good to see you. Oh, you're starting my home airport. Yes, Dougal, we're starting off here at Bristol, your home airport. We're heading to Innsbruck today, Dougal, in the DC-6. I mean, we've seen many flight simmers try to do this in a 737, or an Airbus A320, but we don't see very many people take off and fly, a DC-6 from here. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. It'll take a pretty brave man to fly the DC-6 to Innsbruck. But I mean, I thought that would be a really cool way to fly the DC-6. So a bit of background between our airport we're taking off today. This is actually one of the two primary hubs for Firefly Air. Bristol Airport goes all the way back into the 1940s. It used to be known as RAF Bulls Gate Bottom. But after that airfield closed, it became a primary airport since the 1960s. And has been a major base for EasyJet, along with TUI Airways and Ryanair. All make operations here in Bristol. A little bit. And I mean, they do lots of international flights out of here, not across the Atlantic, but they all mostly go across Europe. And let's see, we are going to take off. 12 knots at 171 degrees for the wind. Beautiful stuff. We're going to go ahead and see if we can make our way to our first waypoint. Yeah, I miss flying this DC-6. It is such a great plane. I mean, this thing got overshadowed by the 737 for PNG products. It would be great to take the DC-6 out in the air once again. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the gyro pilot. Audio off. I'm going to go ahead and turn on altitude control, so I can start stabilizing the plane a little bit. That way, then I can go climb up to 17,000, 15,000 feet and just stabilize. I'm going to do the RNP 08 approach. But I mean, we're going to do some really nice valley flying in this RNAV route. So we actually have plenty of really good. We're doing an RNAV approach. But actually, the route we are in is an RNAV approach. We're flying through runway 08. We're going to go through mountains and hills. Oh yeah, I forgot to do one thing. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and start climbing. So yeah, so far, Sun2 Cooper's working today, which is good. Just shrink the Sun2 thing Pro a bit. Just shrink it a little bit so it wouldn't cover up the screen. flying with the Sailor's Red Dragon in the DC-12 Lotus from Cariano. And this is just... There's Filton Airport down below us. They're in Bristol Filton. Used to be an RAF Air Force base back in the old days. What's the cruise altitude? It is flight level 150, Bryson. 15,000 feet. And the reason it got that was because of SimBrief came up with it. I did a SimBrief flight plan, and it said the cruise altitude was 15,000. So we're gonna be going that high for the cruise. But yeah, it was SimBrief. In fact, that's how I came up with the route, with SimBrief. So SimBrief came up with the whole route. But yeah, it's great to see you guys here today. I'm happy to do one of these airline flights. I'm very happy because, like I said, I don't usually get to do these airliner stuff to begin with. I don't have the DC-6, so I'm not really sure what you cruise on with the DC-6. Yeah, the DC-6, in real life, by the way, if you guys don't know what the DC-6 is in real life, well, this is actually the Douglas DC-6. It first flew back on February 15th, 1946. It was produced from 1946 to 1958. 704 of these bad boys have been produced. They served with Pan Am World Airways, Northwest Orient Airlines, Capital Airlines, and Everett's Air Cargo. The military's operated them as the C-118A, as the main military plane. The fuel range for this DCB with max fuel can go up to 4,000 nautical miles. Speaking about fuel, I forgot to take the fuel off. I'm going to set this to max fuel, just in case. Oh, I turned off the... But this thing also has a ceiling of cruise speed around 300 miles an hour, 270 knots. And I believe the thing's service ceiling is 25,000 feet. You can go 25,000... I guess the PC-12 can make it. No, the PC-12 can make it to Innsbruck. You would have to work a bit more, but you'll make Innsbruck. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. So thank you guys so much for all the people here. So I want to talk about some news that just came around. So MSFS add-ons. I think Murph's doing this later today. But I'm going to go ahead and discuss a few bits of news, if you all don't mind. Well, so September 3rd was so apparently SimWorks Studio did their first updates on the Dash 7. It was their collaboration with pilots. So apparently it's going to come out somewhat soon, maybe in October, either late September or early October. But yeah, we got to see some images of the Dash 7, and let me tell you, I'm a big fan of you know me, I'm a big fan of the Twin Otter. So I'm actually really, really excited to try out the Dash 7. I think it'll be great. It would be the in-between, something fast like a King Air, but with much more cargo. It's like a bigger 4-engine Twin Otter, which I think I want to fly that thing pretty bad thing. Especially the fact that, oh no, CTD, oh no. Red Dragon, both you and King Cobra? Oh no. Yeah, CTDs are the worst. You don't have to ask me that many times. CTDs. Let's see, the engine strain is looking good. The cylinder head's low. Let's see what the AFP.
Say cruise power, please. City cruise power.
They are horrible in streaming. Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit for feeling like that, King Cobra. No, those do suck while streaming. I mean, I've seen Murph get those CTDs, and even worse, Allison, when she gets them. Especially on a long flight like Allison does. They are the worst. Like, I'm very lucky to not always get those CTDs. So I'm very grateful for it. It still stinks. Let's get a screenshot on this thing. The Lumen Towers in a DC-6. Yeah, I love this livery. Cyrus T did such a wonderful job with it. He really did. It's a top class livery. Yeah, CTDs are bad. I like DC-3's crash even less. Oh yeah, friend all. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, you've had server issues today. Oh. Well, that ain't good. Seems like everyone's having issues today. I keep getting connection lost. Yeah, I get those too, Google. But, I mean, that's not a big deal for me as a solo flyer. That's not really big. So, let's talk about the virtual airline service, Firefly Air, for a bit. Let's talk about Firefly Air for a little bit, shall we? So this virtual airline service is for the Two-Toe Murphy community, which I'm one of the admins and senior commander and admin with the Firefly Air team. I'm part of the team. So this free VA structure from FS Hub is completely free, working with the landing rate monitor, allowing us to generate manual entries for Xbox. It allow you to track, review, record your flights, landing rates, generate virtual XP with the new economy mode, and screenshots. And what is landing rate monitor? It updates your flight progress, displays your takeoff and landing data, and more. It also features an EFT tab with its browser, like a radar and all that. And it's even covered for your Xbox pilots too. So if you're on an Xbox, you can just submit a fire up, and one of our admins, me included, can approve them. And there's no aircraft restrictions to running Firefly Air. So how do you exactly join Firefly Air, you may ask? Step 1, click this application right here. Click it, it'll take you to the Firefly Hub Air. But before you do it, you need to create your own FS Hub account, which, by the way, here's the FS Hub website. It should say create an account. Log in and create an account top. Create your account. And once you do that, your account's set. Go back to Firefly Air. There should be an application thing right here. Click the application and submit it. And then one of the admins can let you come join. Step number 2. Download landing rate monitor. Click this. This free tool lets you monitor and track flights and aircraft landing rates, but it does way more than that. Its logbook is amazing with FS Hub. It has an amazing logbook. It has web-based GPS tracking and route planner. All of this within one free little software. It does so much. And finally, the last thing, step 3, download FSUIPC if you're planning on using Microsoft, or XPUIPC for your X-Plane users. Now, something Bobby did note, the one who did FS Hub, in the future he's doing away with FSUIPC in favor of SimConnect. I don't know when he's going to come out with that, but he's planning on bringing it to SimConnect in the future. And finally, for you Xbox pilots, once you create your account, for your Xbox pilots, you can submit the PIRUPs. And in order to submit a PIRUP, here it is. Go to your Crew Hub page. Manual PIRUP is on your quick links. Click this. And then you could do, let's say, FFA 9510, your KO code. Okay, I flew the Douglas DC-6. Boom. Select your ICAO. Let's say we did the Innsbruck flight, and we make our marks. Do that, click on your manual PIRUP, and it will be sent to the PIRUP appropriation page. Nice and easy. It's really awesome because it's actually something Xbox pilots can do, which is something rare for a lot of something for PC that Xbox people can get involved, which is awesome. So yeah, that's a bit about how to get into Firefly Air. So once you join in, just pick up and fly. You will generate miles, experience, and that for your fellow pirates. Yeah, so that is the basics of Firefly Air for you guys that want to know. Kingsman, good to see you. So you're from, yeah, Liverpool's rainy, so we're climbing up to 15K in the DC-6. Yeah, it's great to see you, Kingsman. Yeah, this is the Firefly Air livery, Emerald Isola. So Emerald Isola's in the air. Coming soon will be the cargo version, the DC-6A, which I think is going to be my primary DC-6 flying because, you know, I'm a cargo pilot. Oh yeah. Yeah, they match my page mode. Oh yeah. Emerald green. Yeah, they definitely match. By the way, all that is done by Cyrus T. He did an amazing lifting for it. So, and by the way, guys, if you want to join Firefly Air as well, I forgot to do this. Of course, you can join. Here's the website on the Tucson Working website. Click that, and you can join in on Firefly Air with the rest of us. Yeah, completely free. Everyone's welcome to do it. And that's what I'm doing, is to promote Firefly Air in my stream. They glow in the dark, says Peter. Oh, how do I import your plan? Here it is. Exclamation point for each. Here it is. Here's the route plan. For the approach, the main 1B approach, you just do, if you go into your procedures, let me show you what to do. So when you go, if you have the GNS 530 here, you press the procedures button, and you select your arrival, and then main 1B is your arrival. And of course, you select your approach, which is the runway 08 RNAV-Z is your approach. Simple as that. So yeah, we're about to make our way to the CPT BOR. Oh my goodness, there's Dougal in the DC-6 of his own. Yeah, DC-6 is wonderful. gonna have to cruise this one a little faster. Oh. This is my mixture's 2 lane, so unlock. Increase the virtue. There's the route. So another bit of news as well. Airliner, if you ever watched the last week's preview video, the Merc showed off the Flying Iron's F6F Hellcat. I mean, one of the most successful naval fighters of World War II, produced by Grumman. This is the successor to the original F4 Wildcat. And this thing was meant to beat the Zero, and it certainly destroyed the Zero in air-to-air combat. So, very, very excited to see them get this Hellcat. And apparently it's going to come on, it apparently might come in only 2 days, on September 9th. Yeah. But you can link it to the GNS. Yes. Yes. I actually never applied with GPS analog. But yes, you can actually link it to GPS. What you need to do is turn on gyro pilot, turn on the mechanical connect, and then turn on. Then you switch from gyro pilot to localizer, and it will localize to the GPS coordinates. But yeah, you can link it into it. I don't know. It is actually a thing from the PNDG thing. So yes, it's very much a thing. It's very much a thing. Yeah, I gotta wait a while before I told it's in the marketplace. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I mean, Microsoft Flight Sim, it's gonna take always a bit of a while to get to the marketplace. Usually it would take, I think it usually takes about a couple weeks or so, a week or two. Probably just because Microsoft reviews the products beforehand and make sure it's alright. However, it's weird that we have to wait a while for planes like the Hellcat not to show up, when Microsoft allows Captain Sim's C-130. Oh my goodness. And Dougal's in, it looks like it appears to be a Buffalo Airways DC-6. Now I remember seeing that livery because the Buffalo DC-6, that was during Murph's Into the Northwest Passage stream. He flew that during that series. $13,000. We're about less than 2,000 feet. Once we do it, I'll just go ahead and do the stable cruise and we get to cruise. Hey. Yeah. Oh wait, you're in British Air BA? Oh, you're from British Airways, Speedbird, I believe. Yeah, the frames aren't really the greatest in the DC-6. I'm hoping when Sim Update 10 comes out, they'll fix some of the DC-6 frame issues. I mean, once that comes, I think more and more people start flying the DC-6 again. I'm off, says Ewold, off to dinner. Thank you so much, Ewold, for coming to the stream. I hope you have a great dinner. And hopefully we see each other soon. Okay, 13,900 feet. We only got about 1,000 more feet to climb. Also, there's also a lot of realism settings with autopilot engage, your GPS radio options, engine damage. but I don't have those on right now. So we're about 13, 14. I'm gonna go ahead and get this back to the altitude control. So when I get close enough to that mark, I can go ahead and get the altitude stabilized. So I'm just gonna read on my little nav map program. So just reading it closely. $330. I need more storage on my game laptop. Would buying a plug-in hard drive help? Yeah, I think as long as you have enough USB ports, yes, a plug-in hard drive would work. I have actually one here at home. I have one here at home that is a plug-in. Now I haven't really used it much because, you know, I don't really have too much stuff bought, but I mean, if you have a lot of add-ons and stuff, absolutely, it would definitely be worth it to have a plug-in laptop. Assuming if you have enough USB slots. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we now finally stabilized at 15,000. There we go. We now stabilize. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're past 15,000 feet. It says in my thing we're 15,005. Yeah. Yep. That's it. We now stabilized to 15,000. Oh, that's it. Now we got the stabilized. Now we just gotta wait for the pick up a little speed. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. There you are, Google. Yeah, it's like I said, I haven't, believe it or not, guys, I have not flown the DC-6 on stream since the end of my baseball series back in 2021. It's been that's when I flew this thing to Seattle to Payne Field. So it's been over a year since I last flew this. So down below in this area here, that's Heathrow. Covered by the clouds, but you can see Heathrow down there. And yes, I do use live weather. Man, that is just epic. Engine thrust look good. Going to move the tablet to a different position. So yeah, there's the UK down below us. Just low in since Kingsman. Awesome. Yeah, I see Heathrow down there. There's London Heathrow. This is the busiest of all the London airports, and from what I also know, London Heathrow is the most for most transatlantic flights. Most of those flights end up here in London Heathrow. I mean, it's the busiest international airport here in London. It's the UK's busiest airport. Founded in 1929 as a small airfield, but it grew much larger after World War II. It's the primary hub for the good old British Airways and Virgin Atlantic have operated here in the airport. And where's the Yeah, there's a bit of icing, so I need to probably turn on the icing. Yeah, you're icing up. Yeah, I have to turn on the icing equipment. Yeah, just try to warm things up a bit. Should I do something about the clouds, maybe? Or should I keep on live weather? I mean, most airline flights do have weather, but I don't know if I... Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think the ice situation just wore off. Yeah, look out for icing. I turned on the anti-ice equipment now. So we have Kingpin, we have King Cobra, Red Dragons, Kingpin. We can climb above them. Okay. So let's climb up to 18,000 feet then. Okay, let's cruise up 18,000. Another 1,000 to do. Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of fun here today. This is awesome. It's nice to do one of these relaxing flights. I mean, after me doing these tour streams, it's actually nice to go somewhere I can just relax, enjoy the scenery, and not have to talk every 5 minutes about some random place in the middle of nowhere. Ah, dinner's ready, so autopilot on. Oh, great. Enjoy your dinner, dear Dougal. Thanks a lot for coming here. And I see London below us. There's London. Hello, London. Home of Westminster. English football. Get more. there. Yeah, there's London below us. But man, I'm really impressed you guys flying with us today. The achievement in the Beechcraft Model 17, still got by Red Dragon. We have King Cobra and Google in the DC-6 with us today. Man, it just shows how big London is, and there's the wharf down here. If you look to our left side, there is the wharf, and what's this? Hey, Renoy 71 with a follow. Good to see you, Renoy. How you doing, my friend? So yeah, we're taking the DC-6 over to Innsbruck today. We're flying past London. It's great to see you here. Hello, my friend. First time chat. Good to see you, Renoy. So we're in the Firefly Air Douglas DC-6. This livery done by Cyrus T. What an amazing. But I'm mainly waiting for the cargo variant of the DC-6 to come around for Firefly Air, and I'll be way more strips than that DC-6. It's a great plane, and I wish more people would actually fly it. So we have Google, who's AFK by the way, King Cobra, Red Dragon, and we have also Kingpin in the back. So yeah, we have quite a bit of flying show here today. And, this is just incredible. The only thing missing for me is I wish I had the sound clip from Bahari. Maybe, hopefully, once it became like a two-tone Murphy affiliate, I can ask if he can give me the sound clip. And I can play that during the flight. Yeah, hope we're doing well. Yeah, this flight's gonna take a little bit to get there, but I don't think it'll be too bad at all. Yeah, we just passed London. We'll be headed away near the White Cliffs of Dover. 250 knots. Any idea when we can sub to you? Not anytime soon. That being said, if I can find a job, I'm with like vocational rehab. If they can help me find a job, and if I earn enough of an income, then I can open up my idea to be sub. Until then, I'm not going to do the subbing thing for now because I don't have quite the financial things to do it. Plus, for me, I'll have to pay taxes, and I don't have that much of an income. Don't get me wrong, I would love if you guys would actually do it. It would be greatly appreciated if you guys, in the future, if that ever was an option, I would be very grateful for it. But not for now, unfortunately. But thanks for asking the question. Double dude. Yeah, so far everything's going well. All into the green. Yeah, we're flying this at 254 knots ground speed. I'm not going to plan on using the turbochargers. I think that would actually burn up the engines, and I don't think I'm interested in that right now. Even if I turn off the settings, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep it to a good speed. You don't need to act like Fabio when it comes to subs. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, it'd be really appreciated. Like I said, I appreciate all your support. It's you all that makes the streams possible. I know, I'm just trying to be humble when it comes to, like I said, I don't ask for subs or anything like that. Like I said, I still need to get used to those subs, but I mean, if I ever got a sub, I'd be very thankful for it. Because I know you guys spend money my way. So for me, I mean, just choosing me to spend money and all that, for me, I mean, it makes me very thankful for it, especially this being my first sub. So, like I said, we greatly appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just trying to be humble a little bit. Not to be so arrogant, like. Yeah, it's a beautiful flight out here today. I mean, look at all those people flying along. Yeah, so we're getting through the English Channel, by the way. So it's near the Strait of Dover, right in the English Channel, by the way. Yeah, the English Channel, by the way, it's the busiest shipping area in the world It's about 560 kilometers long and 240 kilometers wide. The channel is one of the main reasons why Britain has become a major naval superpower for many centuries. It's why Napoleon and Hitler never really invaded Britain, because they couldn't get through the channel. And I mean, there are many ways people have to cross this: boat, by airplane, obviously, swimming, car, and other stuff too. So, lots of people have traveled their way through the channel. And we're going near the Strait of Dover. This is the narrowest part of the channel, is by the Strait of Dover. It's 20 miles, actually, into the distance between Britain and France and Dover. 20 miles long. And apparently on a clear day, you can see the opposite coastline of England from France and vice versa, the eye. And of course, this area's most famous landmark is the White Cliffs of Dover, which is a landmark here in Microsoft Flight Sim. A very important area. My DC-6 piece. And there's like quite a few communities over here. We're gonna approach the town of Canterbury, probably enough. It's 261 knots. I mean, we're just flying. So, let's talk about some of this Firefly Air stuff. I want to go ahead and talk about this. So, for Firefly Air, so basically our airline currently, with the profile, so we are currently the largest airline in in FS Hub. 246 people have joined. We have an average landing rate of negative 253 feet per minute. We've done almost 14,000 flights, over 12,356 hours of flight time, and a distance of 3.45 million nautical miles. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Everyone puts so much mileage. It's nuts. We have quite a few members. Some of the members here: Burf, Gibbo Ireland, Senior Commander, myself. We have quite a few other really notable people here. Many of these people are paid and all that. We actually have two senior commanders. 6 Knots is the other senior commander. 6 Knots. Yeah, we have a lot of very well-known people throughout the staff. We have people on Xbox even too, but yeah, we have so many people. It's ridiculous how many people we have here. It's nuts. We also have our own achievements, by the way. We have our own achievements from single flights to other events. So we did one of the first achievements we did was the across the Atlantic journey in the 737 from Boston all the way to Dublin, Ireland. 2,595 nautical mile trip. Also, took the 737, but a few people took the Citation longitude. Others took the Airbus A320. Yeah, I got the achievement as well back during my flight. Let's see some other ones. Well, we did the Oshkosh Warbirds. We did that for in honor of the Air Adventure that just happened last month. Actually, only nearly 2 months ago. We took off from Louisville. And made our way to the Warbirds. And then a more recent flight we did the enormous Indian Pacific Railway. We actually flew nearly 2,000 nautical miles on that stream. It took 9 hours to get that done. I mean, I managed to do the entire flight. All the legs have been completed by me. It was absolutely crazy. Between flying this and Sydney. So my pilot statistics, I did over 1,000, nearly 1,500 flights, negative 167 feet per minute, 849 total hours, nearly 850, and 276,000 nautical miles. That's a couple of my flights. This is a flight I did yesterday. This was a SkyPark contract, so they wanted me to do a cargo haul from Indianapolis, Indiana, all the way down to Dakar, Senegal. Did that. It took 7 hours to do it. And here's where the Indian Pacific Railroad journey took Perth to Sydney. Literally just go across the southern half of Australia. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Now, if you guys like what you see here, if you guys like what you're seeing here, don't be afraid to smash the follow button. And if you want to check out the Discord, I have my Discord link. So if you guys want to join my Discord, it would definitely be a good thing to click on the link. So yeah, we just passed over and we're into the English Channel. And there's the channel. Hard to believe someone managed to actually do this while flying the Blériot from Calais to Dover in a Blériot back in 1909. It's crazy how much flying technology's evolved since then. Pretty crazy. So we should be approaching the city of Dunkirk, by the way. That's in the distance, but here's Dunkirk in this area. Now, everyone knows Dunkirk was the place that the British actually fled across the Channel back in World War II. And of course, was the name of several famous movies, particularly the 2017 film Dunkirk. This is actually based off a real battle, the Battle of Dunkirk, back in World War II, from May 26th to June 1940. And it was home to one of the most debated decisions during the war. After a series of failed Allied counterattacks, the Germans halted their advance here in Dunkirk, which became known as the Halt Order. It didn't originate with Hitler. And that decision, and apparently the evacuation did 192,000 Allied personnel evacuate from Dunkirk to Britain. And the British Army left enough equipment to fill about 8 to 10 divisions and stuff, discarded, for instance, guns, field guns, anti-aircraft guns, and more. In fact, the shortage of vehicles after Dunkirk was severe. The Royal Army Service Corps was forced to retrieve and refurbish obsolete buses and coaches as a result. But yeah, it was definitely a very interesting battle. I can't believe Murph did in one go. I made it to Adelaide and finished over the weekend. Hand flying, of course, all the way to the coast. Good to see you, Mr. 90. Yeah, he did the entire thing in one go. I can't believe it either. But yeah, I managed to do the whole thing in one go too. I went through the entire stream. I think it was like one of the only people that made it through the entire stream. In addition, there's also Calais, which was where a lot of World War II is. Amazingly, those were some of the areas as well during World War II. So yeah, I'm gonna do something a little different here. So we're gonna do something a little different here today, since we know we're going to be in the airliners for quite a while. But I actually got some GeoGuessr up for some of you guys that want to know. So GeoGuessr, for those who don't know, is basically quizzes about geography and such, but also do quizzes, activities, and all that. So they do all sorts of cool little games. So we can do play with the map or quiz. Let's see, some quizzes. I can create a quiz, I can join one. I've already completed Europe in Asia. I guess we can do okay, let's do flags of the law. So 45 seconds on the clock per question. These are all the flags of the world. Let's go ahead and let's play. So question number 1. What's the country? Round 1. Which country has this flag? It is Uruguay, actually. It's Europe. Yay! Yay! I knew it. Yeah, Uruguay. Yeah, a lot of people forget Uruguay in South America. It's between Brazil and Argentina, by the way. Bordered by Brazil and Argentina. Yeah, people forget Australia is known for its own football. Australian rules. I say Europe. Okay, Melbourne Cricket Ground, the largest team in the Southern Hemisphere. 959 out of. Okay. That's it. That's the last of the geo guessers. This will be the last one for the flight. So yeah, we're only around 164 nautical miles out from our airport for today. So yeah, we're not far from our final. Definition of big house slang: penitentiary, but could be nut house as well. Yeah, they call the origin of the Michigan big house nickname. They call it the big house because of its enormous size. I mean, it's because of its size, 107,000 people. But the largest crowd held was in 2013 when 115,000 people made an appearance. In fact, originally, when they built this back in the day, Bill and Yost envisioned that 150,000 people would even be needed to host games here in Michigan Stadium, but that never happened. But yeah, that's why they call it the Big House, because it's the largest stadium in America. Yeah, guys, we're not far from our airport. So let's see, we still have Google Coffee Stick. They're going the wrong way. But they're in the right way, I don't know. And look at this, we're already heading over to the Alps. I can definitely see the mountains. But man, I mean, this is really awesome. Great to be flying along today. So yeah, everything's going well with Sim Toolkit Pro. Everything's working, which is good. It's good that now Sim Toolkit Pro is not causing any more issues. Dinner time for me. Have a great fly approach landing stream. Oh, thanks so much, Guybrush. And thanks for coming along on the stream today. I really do appreciate you coming here. I hope we can cross paths again soon. So take care there, Guybrush. On an approach. So, thank you guys so much. Thanks so much, guys, for coming into today's stream. So, we're almost there to land. Now, if this was an airliner flight, I would have probably already landed in Innsbruck. But it just wouldn't be the same flight at Innsbruck and airliners. I don't think and here's the thing, I don't think I'll ever be as knowledgeable as two cats in the DC-6. But I can at least show you what this thing can definitely do. But man, the views out of this quite up. Like, we're high enough that we can see mountains and all that, quite above the clouds. But still low enough you can still see all the scenery, which is just amazing. To our left is Stuttgart. There's Stuttgart to our left. Stuttgart is known by many to be the birthplace of Mercedes-Benz and Porsche. And of course, one of the handcrafted airports from the New World Update. This is Stuttgart Airport, one of Germany's busiest airports. Oh, Innsbruck. Yeah, we're flying to Innsbruck, man. We're flying the Scenic Valley approach. Now, usually these approaches aren't too bad on a normal airliner, but this, like I said, this is not a normal airliner. This is a DC-6. So it's going to be more of a challenge than the normal. Yeah, it's Innsbruck. But no, Innsbruck is a very important series. So, by the way, guys, some information about the mighty Innsbruck Airport, or Innsbruck, Austria in general. Let's go to Innsbruck, Austria first. Well, for one, Innsbruck is the 5th largest city in Austria. It's the capital of Tyrol. It is very famous internationally for its winter sports. It hosted 2 Winter Olympic Games in 1964 and 1976. It hosted 2 Paralympics back-to-back in 84 and 88, the Winter Paralympics. It also hosted the first Winter Youth Olympics in 2012. And the name Innsbruck translates to Bridge Over the End. Bridge Over the End. The history of this goes back to the Stone Age. Surviving the pre-Roman place shows it's been populated continuously. The Romans established an army station around here. But the first mention of Innsbruck dates back to 1180. It became known for a major transportation and communication link between North and South Europe via the Brenner Pass. And in the 15th century, Innsbruck became a center of European politics under Emperor Maximilian I, when he resided here. During the Napoleonic Wars, Tyrol was ceded to Bavaria, but eventually was handed back into Austria. In 1929, the first Austrian chess championship was held here in Innsbruck. And during World War II, Innsbruck suffered 22 air raids and suffered heavy damage from Allied bombing. And that concludes back to the modern history. But yet, Innsbruck is very famous for quite a few mountains like Nordket, the End Valley Chain, and Kocher Koppel. And of course, many different areas like ski jumps, the Bergsee ski jump, the Triumphal Arch of Austria, Alpine. There's a whole Alpine Club Museum for Alpine sports, folk art, and more. And of course, Innsbruck is the perfect place for skiing and ski jumping. So, VCharge says only 4 knots wind for 280, so any one-way work. Yeah, any of the one-ways work, so let me go check. And yes, I still have my two-tone Murphy app. I think he's... Okay. Oh. I'm... Accept. Load. Innsbruck. Okay, 100 at 3 knots. 100 at 100 degrees at 3 knots. Visibility, clouds, few at 8,000 ground level, few at 8,000 at ground level, and scattered at 12,000. So I think we'll be just fine with the landing. I think we can pull off a landing. So yeah, not thankfully the clouds are high enough that the elevation of Innsbruck is 1,900 feet. So if we get by between like below 8,000, we have pretty good visibility. We should definitely get the landing done here. Now Innsbruck airport, by the way, is actually the airport in Innsbruck has opened since 1925. It provides a lot of the regional flights around the Alps, as well as seasonal international traffic to further European destinations. And in fact, activity is even greater during winter time due to lots of skiers traveling. There's also no air bridges, and the airport can actually hold a plane the size of a Boeing 767, which is the shortest of the Boeing wide bodies, by the way. But yeah, it can handle some of those smaller wide bodies. Innsbruck has served as a base for Tyrol Airways and Welcome Air to their flaps, but nowadays it serves Austrian Airlines through Vienna, and they do lots of seasonal flights from Frankfurt to Vienna, Copenhagen, London Heathrow, Gatwick, Helsinki, Tel Aviv, or Israel. They do lots of flights in Europe around Innsbruck. But of course, Innsbruck is the reason people talk about Innsbruck a lot. It's difficult approach due to terrain. In fact, certain aircraft types don't even operate at the airport. I mean, your 747s and A380s can't operate there, but A320s, A320s, and Boeing 737s can definitely operate here. And I believe the DC-6 can operate here too. Since the 73 is technically bigger than the DC-6, flew to Innsbruck twice. I think a Swiss Air about a long time ago. Yeah. So yeah, I never did a stream to Innsbruck before. So this was ICAO. Lima Oscar Whiskey India. Yep, that's the ICAO code. I probably need to do a METAR bot for. I think I have it in one of my. I think it's. I actually have a thing for bots. That's. Yeah, I have an app bot. That's. Okay, I might have. Okay, Innsbruck. Visibility 10 kilometers. Temperature 19 degrees Celsius, 66 Fahrenheit. Few clouds 8,000 feet. Few clouds 8,000. Scattered clouds at 12,000 feet. Flight rules VFR. Okay. I used to bring the Zebo here in X-Plane 11. Ah, I remember this. I remember the Zebo. The Zebo was basically, the Zebo was actually to explain what the fly-by-wire A320 is to Microsoft. Basically, they take a freeware that greatly makes it to study level. That basically is what the Zebo 737 is. That's what I compare it to. Because, okay. Once we get past Bata, we're gonna drop down to 13,000, and we're gonna stay there until we get past the waypoint WI 749. Then we can start dropping a little bit. According to my little man map, I have the terrain data from here. Once we do that, we're gonna slowly drop our way down to an altitude of around 4,000 feet. So drop down to 4,000 feet, slow down the speed a little bit because I need to get below 175. And slow that down a bit. Yeah, we're booking it here in this DC-6. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop altitude control. Go ahead and start.
26 inches, please.
We're just gonna slowly descend into 13,000 feet. So, because the next point here it says we need to be above 13,000 feet. So,
26 inches set. Descent checklist, please. Altimeters and flight instruments.
it's nice to do an entire flight for you. I don't usually get time. Oh, I really appreciate it, Dougal. Thank you so much for flying with me. Like I said, you're always willing to fly along on my streams. And like I said, thank you, Conflict Stick 2, for flying along. But man, it's beautiful. Like I said, it's great. It's great that you guys get to fly along with me for today. I mean, like I said, you don't usually get the time to fly because, like I said, my streams are usually early in the mornings, or early for you guys. So, oh, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I love my classical music on streams. I just, like I said, I don't ever get tired of listening to that. Plus, it fits with a plane like the DC. Classic. Now, yes, it does say at or above 13,000, but I want to stick to the lowest altitude I can. So if I need to descend, I can. And believe it or not, people have actually flown the DC-6 to Innsbruck, by the way. Before you all say there's no way a DC-6 has ever flown out of Innsbruck, there are actually plenty of pictures that actually have flown in Innsbruck. I mean, the Red Bull DC-6 actually flew into Innsbruck. That's actually where it stopped. So this would not be the first DC-6 to operate into Innsbruck. This is going to be... Yep, we're descending. I see the Alps in front of me. But like I said, thank you guys so much for joining me on this. We're about 79 nautical miles out. Whoa. Whoops. There we go. Okay, just run around 13,000. Okay. 13,000 feet. But yeah, the thing up here is not exactly 100% correct. The one using SimConnect is more reliable. So, 13,000 feet. Well, let's see who's still flying with us. Okay, let's get the flight engineer. Let's get back to the crews.
Synchronous power, please.
We have Google, we have Copper Stick. But now we're getting to the really pretty area here, the Alps. Yeah, this is going to get really interesting. So, I wonder if the plot works. Let's do a prediction. Actually, hey, I'm using E1B copy stick. Oh, you're gonna do a different approach. All right. I did the main 1B. Hey. Yeah, the main 1B. Yeah, the main 1B is our approach for our arrival. I'm actually going to lower the power here, so lower it a little bit. I don't want to get through this too quickly. If you know what I mean, don't no flight pan, and you're also hand flying. Oh, you're hand flying the 146. Yeah, I do want to get back to the 146 a bit, but maybe hopefully I'll do more of these airliner stuff. If it's VFR, we'll make it. Yeah, exactly. It'll be VFR. Once we get lower enough to the ground, we can make it. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to see us try to pull off this landing. So yeah, I do have the bot, so exclamation point predict, pick your landing rate. Let's see how we're gonna do it. And if we don't butter it, I'm not worried. As long as it's not too hard of a landing, I'm fine, because this is Innsbruck. So I'm okay with this not buttering for that reason. Yeah, welcome to the Austrian Alps. Beautiful area. This is good stuff. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, we're only cruising around 167 knots airspeed, but that's actually a perfectly fine airspeed. Like I said, I want to take this nice and cautiously for the approach. You gotta be careful, especially with the mountains here. Look at that for your scenery. This is just stunning. Like I said, there's a reason on the Mars planets that I love visiting the Alps. I mean, you have some of the, especially with the world updates, they did absolutely stunning. Just stunning. We're going. The IAS is about 160 knots. Once we get through WI 179, we'll just hopefully drop around 4,000 feet. So we can make the approach slow. Still gotta be careful not to hit anything. Like, so yeah, guys. Yeah, this is just, wow, what a way to end this one. It was definitely well worth traveling quite a long ways from this one. And I mean, it's worth it. Okay, turn left. Okay. Throttle down a little bit, lower it a little bit. Yeah, I bet you guys agree with this scenery. I mean, just stunning. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, once you get through. once we get past Ellum, we're going to activate our approach, so... Sorry we keep checking. I'm just trying to wait for the right raid point. For the right time. I know who we're gonna raid today. Yeah, we're raiding Murph. We're raiding Murph after this. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm his most decorated pilot, so of course I'm gonna raid. Alright. Activate our approach. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do this by hand, guys. Hey, Eagle Costello, good to see you. So yeah, Eagle, we're gonna do something a little different here, apparently. Whoops, the autopilot's off, and now I'm gonna do this hand flown. Oh, this is gonna be good. So apparently I tried to approach and it didn't really work very well. So I activated approach and apparently it didn't really work. So it looks like I'm gonna do this hand flown. Do the hand flown approach. Yeah, I couldn't seem to get the approach thing working, so I'm doing this by hand. Is it? Oh, I see Captain Spitfire. I see Captain Spitfire in the distance. I see you, Spit. I know you're here, Captain Spitfire. I can't hide from me. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely wonderful. Oh you'll be here in a sec. Oh, that's awesome, Captain Evo Costello. Yeah, just since I have to hand fly the route, so just trying to remember where all this went. Oh my goodness. Innsbruck at sight. There's Innsbruck. Trying to make sure I don't collapse near the altitude. So yeah, you're just gonna turn left on Telfs. Go into the. All right. Yeah, most of this is handful, and I've handled the approach. Like, that's not a bad Innsbruck approach, especially. Flying along, there's Dougal, there's Topic 6, Captain Spitfire in front of us. Eagle Costello's going to be around here too. I mean, this. But man, no wonder a lot of people like approaching in Innsbruck. I can definitely see why a lot of people like this approach to the sim. I mean, this is just done. So yeah, guys, if you don't mind, if you type an exclamation point predict, type in a negative number to predict the landing. So yeah, we're on our way to Innsbruck, and we'll be getting here just in time. But man, this is an absolutely fantastic way to end the stream in a beautiful landing in a DC-6. I mean, most people when they fly to Innsbruck and flight set, they usually take their favorite airliner and just fly it here. But it's different in a Douglas DC-6. It's just different. Okay, we're about to make the left-hand approach. Power. Vent. Below 165 because the flaps. Flaps would be engaged. And I'm going to go ahead and deploy the landing gear. The landing gear will be down. I mean, right? I wonder if two cats have ever made a land like this before, Indians broken a DC-6. Good job. Thanks a lot, friend all. Looks like Viper's hand flying. Yeah, I made an extra challenge. I had to hand approach it. That's my challenge, is I had to actually hand fly the rest of the approach. Usually it's easier for the machines to do it, not hand fly it. Okay. More, get the final seat flaps. This should be good here in Innsbruck. Absolutely forward. Check and see. Oh my goodness, you can. This should be interesting. Okay, the famous runway 8 approach to Innsbruck. Bit of a firm landing. Firm landing, but not bad. Negative 243, that's not bad. Especially here in Innsbruck, I take it. Especially here in Innsbruck, I take the landing. Not bad. Negative 246, that's not bad at all, especially if this is Innsbruck. You don't need a buttery landing here at Innsbruck. If anything, it's better to have a firm landing here at Innsbruck than to have a smooth landing. Because, you know, so let me go ahead and get this thing parked. Let's see if I can find one of the parking spaces for this DC-6. There's plenty of GA ramps here at Innsbruck. But man, that was awesome. I hope you guys clipped that, clipped the approach, the hand-flown approach here. Any one of you that would be kind enough. Let's park. Don't hit the airline. Right here. Now let's park. Park, and we're gonna go ahead and after parking, let the flight engineer take care of business here. He'll turn everything off. So yeah, welcome to Innsbruck International Airport here in Innsbruck. Okay, I want to see this. Okay, let's see if Google can land a DC-6 here in Innsbruck better than I could. This should be fun. Oh, Google, you're a little low. That's way too low of a land, Google. Not bad, but that's a little low. Especially here in Innsbruck, that's a little low of a landing. At least when I try to land, that's a little low. I try to hit for the landing zones and hit that. That's a little low, and there's Copper Stick. We're gonna wait till Copper Stick gets down. That's low. Yeah. Oh, you're right on the numbers. Okay, so you landed right on the numbers. All right. Okay, that's how you landed. I thought you were supposed to hit that on the touchdown zone. Well, you're gonna eat dinner now. Thank you so much, Costella. But man, this is a beautiful airport. Now I see why so many pilots in Microsoft want to land here. So yeah. All right, let's see how Coppersig managed to land the 146. And yes, the 146 has landed here in Innsbruck before, so it like the 146 is perfectly made for a thing like Innsbruck. So once Coppersig gets down, we'll be getting done with the stream. Man, guys, thank you so much for this incredible stream. So let's follow Kaput Stick, and we'll see his landing. Oh, look at that. The BA-146 in British Airline covers, Speedbird colors. Mm. Let's see if you can pull it off. Oh, that was a very good landing. Oh, that was a great landing. Awesome job, guys. Seriously. Awesome job, guys. Seriously, guys, that is some really impressive. Dude, man, what a great way to end today's flight. What a stream. I want to say a massive thank you for everyone here for flying along and joining me on the journey, not just in the flight, but in the chat, in the lurkers too. You guys were awesome today. I'm so happy I finally got to do a DC-6 flight, and I got to land on Innsbruck during the stream too. And to make it even more impressive, I actually hand flew the approach. I actually had to hand flow it. So that made it even more impressive. But yeah, great stream, guys. So we're going to go ahead and raid Two-Tone Murphy. He's currently doing exploit 12, but I mean, this is Murph. So guys, so the plans for the next couple weeks, I'm going to be heading to Alaska, hopefully, once they do the test. And then I'll get to enjoy Alaska. Then once we get back on September 21st, we will start the first leg of the Route 66 journey from Chicago to Springfield, Illinois. We'll be taking the good old low planes. And then the Sunday afterwards is going to be another city tour or an airline stream, depending on what I feel like. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming to today's trip. It's a bit of an unexpected flight, but I wanted to do something a bit different. So guys, take care and see you on Murph stream. Bye, everyone.